Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings here, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, gift boxes, and even a dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell so that you find out whenever I post new videos, which is usually at least once a day. Whenever I announce giveaways, I do have one going on right now. The details are all over on the community tab. And whenever I go live, I do plan on bringing the live streams back. I've been on a little 2-month hiatus, but I really enjoy getting to chat with you as best as I can in this format. As always, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. Today I have a book subscription from Bibliophilic Excursions. They actually have several different offerings, and I think I've opened all of them here on the channel at least once. They have their signature journey, which includes a fiction book and a nonfiction book from the chosen destination for that month, as well as an assortment of items from that destination or evocative of that destination, and that is $49.99 plus shipping. The shipping to me, for example, here in California is about $10. If you use the code Noelle10 though on any of your subscriptions, you will save $10, so essentially you will be getting free shipping. They also have that signature journey where you just get the fiction book or just get the nonfiction book, and that brings the cost down to $39.99. And then finally they have what I usually get, which is the Ladies at Lunch box, which is $34.99 plus shipping, and that always has a book, usually a fiction book, sometimes a nonfiction book, which is really celebrating women. Either the protagonist is a female character, or the author is, or it is sort of championing women in history. So it is always really fun, and it's always got a different theme that goes along with the book, and you get an assortment of fun things to go along with. So let's go ahead and get into the box. Now it looks like they have actually shifted from their beautiful blue box that I hold up in all the thumbnails to just your basic brown box, or it could just be because they're a little bit on back order, so you never know. But you know, the good stuff is always on the inside. Don't judge a box or a book by its cover. So inside, we open it up, and of course I pre-scored it because I wanted to see if there was actually a box inside, but again I just saw some bubble wrap and all of the things kind of masked behind it. So I'll go ahead and take that layer off and then see what we have got in terms of our card. Now they don't do a product card or any sort of retail values, but they do often give us a handwritten note. The last box that I got, I don't think I did get a handwritten note, but it looks like they may have gone back to it, which I definitely appreciate. There's a little sticker on the back that says "You've got great taste," which of course I love. So let's see, it's just a little thank you card, which is cute, and on the inside, very nice and neat handwriting. This company, by the way, you guys, is run by two sisters, which I think is so cool. It says, "Hello there, thanks for taking this excursion with us. We hope you enjoy this story about a close-knit community and embroidery activities. After all, we all needle something to do." Cute, happy reading. They do a lot of puns in their little notes, which I totally love. So looks like the book is actually right on top. Often the book is kind of hidden down in the bottom, and I believe that this is the April box. So looks like there's also something really fun that got a little bit crunched in here, but we'll get to that later. So this is by Susan Wiggs. It's called The Oysterville Sewing Circle, a novel, and it looks like a really fun summer read. So let me just tell you a little bit about it before we take a look at the items that are in here. It says, Caroline Shelby thought she'd left Oysterville, Washington forever. 10 years ago, Caroline launched a career in the glamorous world of fashion, but her success imploded on a wave of scandal, forcing her to flee to the only safe place she knows. And in the backseat of Caroline's car are two children who were orphaned in a single chilling moment, 5-year-old Addie and 6-year-old Flick. She's now their legal guardian, a role she's not sure she's ready for. The Oysterville she'd left behind has changed. Her siblings have their own complicated lives, and her aging parents are hoping to retire. And there's Will Jensen, a decorated Navy SEAL who has also returned home after being wounded overseas. Will and Caroline were forever friends as children, with the promise of something more, until he fell in love with Sierra, Caroline's best friend. Caroline returns to the sewing shop where she first discovered her passion, and finds that even in an idyllic beach town, there are women living with the deepest of secrets. Thus begins the Oysterville Sewing Circle, where women can join forces to support one another through the troubles they keep hidden. That sounds so good, you guys. So it's just this nice little paperback. It even, of course, always has the cost on the back. It was just an $8.99 book, but this looks like the perfect size to tuck into your beach bag and get some vacation reading done, and I'm totally into it. Sounds really like kind of a little bit of intrigue, a little bit of romance, and it sounds like a book that I will definitely enjoy. So let's take a look at the items that we've got in here. Now the first thing, I thought it would be sewing related, but it is not. And this is what I say, I've got a little bit munched. So it's some cookie thins, Thinster vanilla bean, but you know, I love a snack in a box. I always think that goes great in any lifestyle box, but definitely in a book subscription. It's fun to get little treats. So hopefully they didn't get too crushed. I'm sure the crumbs will still taste delicious. And it does say that there's just 1 serving per package and it's just 140 calories. So a nice delectable treat to go along with your read. And I'm kind of curious to know where the cookies kind of work into the book. And then it looks like we have got like a little rubber thimble, which is fun. Now I don't do a lot of sewing. I never like learned how to do that. I wish they still had home ec back in high school. But here is a little rubber thimble for when I do actually get around to doing the little bit of mending that I am able to do. Often I'll just take it to the seamstress or the tailor that I have here in the neighborhood because I figure they need the work and also that they can do a much better and more efficient job of it than I can. But this is good. I'll put it in my very tiny little like sewing kit that I have for emergencies. And then, wow, we've got something that's like a whole kit, you guys. So just a few items in this box. Now, sometimes they're in the past, I think like the first Ladies at Lunch box that I received, man, we had so many things, and it was actually a baking theme. The tissue paper is just kind of stuck to where the price tag was here on the back. So this time around, we only got like 3 items, and one of them was a snack. So that for me, like I usually like a little bit more in terms of quantity, but this looks pretty good. So it says it's the Sand Tune Make Your Life Rich of Fun. So it's like a whole embroidery kit is what it looks like to me. So yeah, it's an embroidery DIY art kit, and it actually shows you, I think you can kind of see, you guys, it's like Starry Night. So they actually included like the hoop and then of course all of the embroidery thread that you can then go ahead and put it together. So I think it is a full hoop. It says the package includes 1 piece of pre-printed embroidery cloth, enough embroidery thread, 3 pieces of embroidery needles, and the instructions. So, and it does include like the hoop in there. So it's kind of like packed pretty full. So I don't know if I'm going to get around to actually doing this, but this is totally the kind of craft that I like to give a try, and I feel like embroidery is such a lost art as well. Let me know in the comments below if there is a kind of like sewing or like knit or handcrafting that you like to do. I also think the art of crochet that has come back as well is really, really cool. But this seems like something I might be able to manage because it does have that pre-printed cloth that you then put over the hoop, so it kind of gives me a guide in terms of where to go with it. So let me go ahead and actually open it up. This might be something that I regift to someone who's really crafty, or even like a teen or preteen who I know would really enjoy it. So let me just show you what's in here because I'm curious too. So we have our hoop, of course. It's a pretty good size. We've got a little, looks like a threader on this little flower, and then of course these cute little scissors. And then here I think is maybe our cloth, it looks like there. And then of course we actually, it looks like we have a couple of kits. Is that true? So we've got, yes, we've got this one, which is like the Starry Night one. This one, which looks like a little bit different. And then this one, which also looks a little bit different. So you could actually do several of them, or I guess you just pick which one you're going to do with that hoop, because otherwise you'd have to buy more hoops. Or of course, you just stretch it over the hoop and then you eventually frame it if you wanted to. But it looks like, I always like leaving them on the hoop. I think it looks kind of cool. So I'm just trying to see if we actually got 3 kits. That's pretty impressive. So we open up this sheet. I opened it up, and yes, we have our pre-printed cloth, which is cool. So it's all like bundled up. I'm trying not to mess it up. And then we have all of our embroidery thread, beautiful colors. And then I want to make them not get too tangled up. And then you can actually see here is the pre-printed image. So just an outline, not the actual colors, but you do have the colors on this sheet here as your guide to put it all together. So I'll have to figure out which one I want to start with. But how cool that we actually got 3 of those in this one box. Let me know what your thoughts are on this Ladies at Lunch box. I think this is really cool, a little DIY crafting kit to go along with our really fun book, although it kind of almost makes me wish the book was on tape or an audiobook so that I could listen to it as I was doing this. But maybe it even ties in, maybe the subject matter even ties into the book itself. I hope it does. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. I would love to hear from you in the comments below, and hopefully I see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.